Welcome to Easy IELTS Shadowing Channel. Practice speaking with me by listening carefully and shadowing to improve your fluency and confidence. Many people believe that motivation is the key factor behind success. Whether it is learning a new language, developing a skill, or achieving personal goals. While motivation can be powerful, I have gradually come to realize that consistency plays a much more important role in long-term improvement, especially when motivation naturally rises and falls over time. At the beginning of any new journey, motivation is usually high. We feel excited, energetic, and optimistic about the future, which makes it easier to take action. However, this initial enthusiasm often fades when progress becomes slower or when daily responsibilities begin to interfere. If we rely only on motivation, it becomes difficult to continue when challenges appear. Consistency, on the other hand, does not depend on how we feel on a particular day. It is built through small actions repeated regularly, even when motivation is low. For example, practicing English for a short period every day may seem insignificant at first, but over time, this habit leads to noticeable improvement in fluency, confidence, and understanding. One reason consistency is so powerful is that it reduces pressure. Instead of aiming for perfect performance or rapid progress, consistent practice allows us to focus on steady development. This mindset helps reduce anxiety, especially for language learners who may feel frustrated when improvement does not happen immediately. Another important benefit of consistency is that it builds discipline. When we practice regularly, our actions become automatic, which means we no longer need to spend energy deciding whether to study or practice. This routine creates stability and helps us maintain progress even during busy or stressful periods. Consistency also allows us to learn from repetition. Each time we repeat an activity, such as shadowing English speech, we become more familiar with pronunciation patterns, sentence structure, and natural rhythm. Over time, these elements become part of our natural speaking ability, rather than something we consciously think about. In contrast, relying too heavily on motivation can lead to irregular practice. Some days we may study intensely, while on other days we do nothing at all. This pattern often results in slow progress and can create feelings of disappointment, which further reduces motivation. Another aspect worth considering is confidence. Consistent effort helps build confidence gradually because improvement becomes more predictable. When we know that we are practicing regularly, we trust the process and feel less worried about temporary setbacks or mistakes. Consistency also teaches patience, which is especially important for long-term goals such as language learning. English proficiency cannot be achieved overnight, and expecting quick results often leads to frustration. By accepting that progress takes time, we can focus on maintaining regular effort, rather than chasing immediate outcomes. In addition, consistent practice encourages reflection. When we engage in an activity regularly, we become more aware of what works and what does not. This awareness allows us to adjust our approach, improve efficiency, and avoid repeating the same mistakes. Technology can support consistency when used wisely. Tools such as daily reminders, learning apps, or scheduled practice sessions can help maintain regular habits. However, it is important to remember that tools are only effective when combined with personal commitment. Another reason consistency matters more than motivation is that it helps us develop resilience. When we continue practicing despite difficulties, we strengthen our ability to handle challenges. This resilience becomes useful not only in language learning but also in other areas of life. Looking back on my own experience, I can clearly see that the periods of greatest improvement were not the times when I felt most motivated, but the times when I practiced regularly without overthinking the results. This realization has changed the way I approach learning and personal development. In conclusion, while motivation can help us start, consistency is what helps us continue. By committing to small, regular actions, we can achieve meaningful progress over time. For English learners, especially those preparing for IELTS, consistent practice through shadowing is one of the most effective ways to improve fluency and confidence in a natural and sustainable manner.